Manipulators don't come with warning labels. They come as friends, co-workers, even family, offering help with one hand while pulling your strings with the other. And if you're not paying attention, you'll play their game without even knowing it. Today, we're breaking down 7 signs someone is trying to manipulate you, and more importantly, how to shut it down using unshakable Stoic wisdom and psychological clarity. If you're tired of feeling used, confused, or controlled, this is for you. 1. They redefine reality, then act like you're crazy for not agreeing. You recall the facts clearly, the conversation, the tone, the agreement. But when you bring it up, suddenly, none of it happened the way you remember. They laugh it off. You're being dramatic. You misunderstood. This is gaslighting, a psychological power play meant to destabilize you. The Stoics would call this a corruption of logos, the rational principle. They believed truth was sacred, and when someone tries to rewrite it for their own gain, it's a form of theft, not of property, but of clarity. You don't need to argue. You don't need to prove anything. A mentally disciplined mind holds its ground without shouting. Document your truth. Speak plainly, then disengage. A manipulator's greatest weapon is confusion. Your greatest defense is calm certainty rooted in what you know to be real. 2. They make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. You say no, you step back, you draw a line, and suddenly, you're the villain. After all I've done for you, I guess you just don't care anymore. It's emotional blackmail dressed in self-pity. This tactic exploits your empathy. The manipulator's goal is to hijack your conscience and turn it against you. But Epictetus warned us, no one can hurt you unless you allow it. Guilt is a tool when earned, but when forced, it becomes a leash. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to protect your peace. That doesn't make you cruel, it makes you conscious. Manipulators resent independence, so when your boundaries threaten their control, they'll attack your character. Don't fold. Your duty is to your values, not their approval. 3. They overwhelm you with compliments before asking for a favor. They flatter you, lavish praise, build you up. You're the only one I trust. You're so smart, you'd know what to do. It feels good, until the ask comes. Now you owe them, and if you hesitate, the warmth vanishes. This isn't kindness, it's currency. Compliments become a bribe. Seneca wrote, "He who is too eager to please lives for another, not himself." Manipulators weaponize praise to bypass your defenses. It's not affection, it's strategy. Genuine respect doesn't come with strings. So when someone showers you with affection only to pull you into obligation, pause. Ask yourself, if you removed the praise, would the request still feel fair? If not, you're not being valued, you're being played. 4. They create urgency to force snap decisions. Don't overthink it, you have to act now. If you wait, you'll miss the opportunity. Manipulators thrive on haste. They know time brings clarity, and clarity exposes their motives. This tactic short-circuits your reason. It's psychological pressure meant to keep you reactive, not reflective. But Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." That kind of pause requires discipline, and manipulators hate it. Urgency is the enemy of wisdom. If someone's rushing you, it's usually not for your benefit. Step back, breathe. Real decisions don't require panic. The Stoic approach is simple. If something is truly good, it will still be good tomorrow. 5. They shift the blame, even when it's clearly theirs. Something goes wrong, they miss the deadline, they drop the ball. But somehow, by the end of the conversation, it's your fault. Well, you should have reminded me. You didn't say it clearly. The failure becomes yours, even when you weren't holding the wheel. This is projection, one of the oldest manipulation tactics in human psychology. Rather than face their own flaws, manipulators offload them onto you. Why? Because shame is heavy, and cowards don't carry weight. They pass it on. But the Stoics taught radical ownership. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. That means you don't take responsibility for other people's behavior. Let them squirm, blame, redirect. You stay grounded. You fix what's yours and refuse what isn't. That's not cold. It's mature. Manipulators seek hosts. Don't offer yourself. 6. They use secrets as leverage, not trust. They open up fast, share something personal, make you feel chosen, special. I've never told anyone this. It feels intimate, like a bond. But soon, you realize the pattern. They trade secrets like currency. Your honesty becomes a file. Your weakness becomes ammunition. This isn't vulnerability. It's manipulation dressed in intimacy. Real connection is built on trust over time, not fast confessions and emotional traps. A Stoic would call this false friendship, the kind that flatters and coils at the same time. You can be open, you can be kind, but never confuse shared wounds for shared values. Watch how someone treats your truth. Do they honor it, or do they bank it, ready to use it against you? When trust feels like a transaction, walk away. That's not connection, it's control. 7. They flip between victim and hero to stay in power. 1 minute, they're the martyr, exhausted, hurt, overwhelmed. The next, they're the savior, wise, strong, indispensable. This isn't personality, it's a performance, and it keeps you hooked. You're either saving them or thanking them, but never questioning them. This psychological flip keeps you in emotional debt, and it works because it appeals to two instincts: protect and admire. But the Stoics warned against this emotional volatility. The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. You can admire someone without obeying them. You can care without being manipulated. When someone constantly alternates between victimhood and superiority, it's not complexity, it's control. Step back. Ask yourself, are you being respected or managed? If someone always needs a stage, stop playing their audience. Manipulators don't need to scream. They just need you confused, doubting yourself, explaining yourself, apologizing for things you didn't do. That's how they win, not by force but by erosion. Little by little, they make you forget your own strength. But the Stoics believed that freedom doesn't come from changing others. It comes from mastering yourself. You don't need to outsmart a manipulator. You need to become someone who can't be manipulated. That starts now. Small actions, clear boundaries, unshakable values. If you found clarity in this video, if something in you finally clicked, subscribe. This channel is your armor, your blueprint, your community of people who refuse to live under someone else's control. And if you're serious about rebuilding your mind, check the description below. I've linked the best resources on Stoic resilience and psychological self-defense. The kind of tools that don't just protect you, but transform you. Stay sharp, stay free. See you in the next one.